So, PMR or Progressive Muscle Relaxation. This is a really good relaxation if you're quite new to relaxation or we find it a bit tricky, or you're okay with relaxation but today has just been the day of all days and you're just so het up. Because a lot of relaxation and visualization and breathing techniques require you to do nothing at all and allow your mind to clear, and sometimes that's really tricky to do. It's just, all the thoughts start crowding in and all the things you're worrying about just keep jumping about. So progressive muscle relaxation turns it into a very physical concentration, which helps you to be focused on what you're doing, SPF, a single point of focus, rather than allowing the mind to wander off and do all kinds of other things instead. Okay, so we're going to start with your toes. So if you've got shoes on, you might want to slip them off. If you've got slippers on or socks, you're absolutely fine. They'll hopefully be comfortable enough to be able to scrunch up your toes, which is what I need you to do. Okay, so I'm going to take my glasses off for this one. And the first thing you're going to do is scrunch up your toes really tight so you can really feel the tension. And each part of this particular technique is going to help us to recall and recognize the difference between tense and relax. So if you've got your toes all scrunched up, okay, now let them go. Just relax them. And notice how it feels when they've been tense and then when you've relaxed them. Just notice how that feels. Now we're going to bring the breath in. So if you can gently close your eyes, that's great. If you'd rather just gaze down and away and lose focus, that's fine, because we're concentrating on the body and on the inside rather than all the crazy chaos that might be going on the outside. Okay, so now we're going to scrunch up the toes, but this time we're going to breathe in at the same time. Breathe in through the nose. And hold your toes and hold the breath as tight as you can. Hold those toes tight, tight, tight as you breathe in and hold it, and then breathe out through the nose and relax the toes. So each part of this process, we're going to be breathing in and tightening the muscles, breathing out and letting go. And then just noticing the difference between tight and relaxed, tense and relaxed. Okay, this time we're going to tilt the toes up towards you, so you can probably feel the muscles in your calves starting to tighten. So tilt your toes towards you, and here you're tightening your feet, your heels, your ankles, and probably the back of your calves as well. So take a deep breath in, hold the breath and tighten, tighten, tighten those muscles. And then breathe out through the nose or the mouth as you release. And then just notice the difference. Now this time we're going to point the toes, so you'll feel the tension now in the tops of your feet, the top of your ankles, and perhaps in your shins. So point your toes as much as you can, and then take a nice long deep breath in. Hold the breath and tighten, tighten, tighten. And then breathe out. And relax the legs, relax the toes. Just notice how that feels. You might notice now how your feet and your lower legs feel a little bit different than they did 5 minutes ago. And you're just noticing the difference. Right, what we're going to do now is tighten the calves. See if you can just tighten those on their own. You'll probably find that the knees and the feet join in as well. That's absolutely fine. You're tightening your calf muscles. I find my toes curl again when I do this. So you're tightening the calf muscles, and take a deep breath in. Hold it, tight, tight, tight. And let it go. Relax the muscles. Now the thighs. Tighten your thighs. You might find your bum joins in. Tighten your thighs, tight, tight, tight. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Now we're going to tighten the bum on purpose. So tight, tight buns. Breathe in. Hold the breath, hold the muscles. And release. And now we'll bring our focus to the hands. So Close the hands into fists. You can have the thumbs on the outside or on the inside, whatever feels comfortable or natural for you. And as you squeeze them, just resting on your lap, squeeze them tight. And again, let's take a deep breath in. Squeeze the hands as tight as you can and hold that breath. And then breathe out. Did you, like me, raise your shoulders a little bit? This just shows us how when there's tension in one part of our body or our minds, we bring tension into other places too. Right. No judgment, just noticing. Clench your fists again, and this time see if you can clench the fists and the forearms. Are you ready? Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. And see if you can breathe out a bit longer than you normally would. It's the out breath that really relaxes us. So clench the fists again, the forearms and the upper arms and the biceps. Are you ready? Breathe in. Hold it tight. Full Popeye strength. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe out. Relax all of those muscles and then notice how that feels. The next bit is we're going to tense the shoulders and the neck, but that's often where a lot of our tension resides. So be gentle with this. If you feel like you've got a lot of tension across the shoulders, across the neck, then just be careful when you do the letting go and do that slowly if you've got a lot of tension there. So clench the fists, the forearms, the upper arms, raise the shoulders all the way up to your ears as if they're earrings, and then take a deep breath in. Hold it tight, 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 and gently breathe out and let go. If that feels like you're now noticing the tightness and you need to do it a bit more often. If it crunches and clicks when you move your shoulders, then you've got a lot of tension stored up there, so you need to do this a bit more often. Okay, let's do that one again for good luck. Clench the fists, the forearms, the upper arms, take the shoulders up. Breathe in, hold it tight, and breathe out and let go. And just notice. Let's, just before we carry on, just squeeze the muscles in the shoulders a few times. Just taking the hand and doing this gripping motion, and then follow it up to the back of the neck and down to the shoulder blade. Doing this on a regular basis, again, just while you're reading, while you're waiting for the pot to boil, whatever it is that you're doing, can really help keep you maintained rather than getting to the point where it really, really hurts and you need some professional help. Let's do that on the other side. And breathe long and deep as you do this. It's the deep out breath that relaxes our muscles. Breathing in, breathing out. Follow the muscle up to the back of the neck and then down to the shoulder. Ooh, there's a bit there that needs some attention. Okay, now we're going to take the PMR, the progressive muscle relaxation, into the face. So I am going to look ridiculous, but you don't need to have to worry about that. So first off, I want you to shut your eyes as tight as you can, as if you're trying not to get water in your eyes or it's a really windy day and there's dust blowing about. Tighten your eyes up, scrunch, 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 and then take a deep breath in. Tight, 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 hold the breath. And then release, relax the eyes, then relax whatever part of the body you've also brought some tension into because you were concentrating. Then we're going to scrunch the eyes and the nose. So like there's a bad smell you're trying to avoid. Breathe in, scrunch the eyes, scrunch the nose. Breathe in, tight, 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 hold the breath, and then breathe out. And now somebody's got a spoon and they're trying to give you something that you don't want to eat. So scrunch up the mouth. Scrunch up the eyes, the nose and the mouth and take a big breath in. Hold the breath. Breathe out. Ooh. And then just ease the jaw out a little bit. We often hold tension in the jaw. We stick the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Just allow that all to relax. And then we're going to do it all at once. How exciting is this? So, scrunch the toes. You can choose whether you're going to point the toes or away from you or towards you. Tighten the lower legs, tighten the thighs and the calves. Tighten the hands, the forearms, the upper arms, the shoulders, all the way up to the ears, and scrunch up your face. Right, screw everything up right now and breathe in. Tight, tight, tight. Hold the breath. And breathe out and let go. Let's do that 2 more times. And you can swap which way you're pointing your toes if you want this time. Scrunch from your toes to your feet, to your lower legs, upper legs, your bum, your fists, your arms, your shoulders and your face. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Tight, tight, tight. Breathe out. And then with this last one, I want you to think about all of the crazy chaos, other people's drama, other people's stuff that is not your stuff that you've been holding on to. And let's make a cartoon of it. Let's imagine that you really want to hold on to everybody's stuff and all the stress and tension and all the drama and all the everything that you don't even need to worry about, that you have no control over. Hold it all in. Scrunch your toes, your feet, your legs, your bum, your hands, your shoulders, your face. Breathe in. Hold on to everything. Then breathe out. And imagine it's all just flowing away as you soften the muscles and let go. You don't need that stuff. So progressive muscle relaxation, or PMR, is a really good technique to release tension at the end of the day or right before you go to sleep, or you can do it in bed as you're falling asleep. You might find that if you've done some of the other techniques about winding down for sleep, that you don't even get to the top of your head. You manage to fall asleep before you get there. But it's a really good technique if you're feeling like, I can't just switch off, there's too much going on. Have a go and see how it suits you. Be gentle with your precious self.